Alright, now we're going to learn how to program a description on our department buttons / PLU buttons here on the side. This will allow you to give a meaningful receipt to your customer, and it'll provide more meaningful data on your end of day reports. We're going to call PLU department 1 drinks, and we're going to call PLU department 2 food. The first thing we need to do is turn our key around to the program position. You can see that it says program mode on the display. We then enter 300 and press subtotal, which puts us into PLU description programming. We then select the button we'd like to program, in this case PLU department 1. Using our keyboard, we can program a description into this button. You'll notice in the top left corner of most of the keys there is a letter of the alphabet to allow you to program in a description. So we're going to be using drinks for department 1. So we now enter D here on the top left, followed by R, then I, then N, then K, then S. We then finalise that sequence by pressing the X time button and finalise by pressing cash. You'll get a printout from the cash register telling you that on PLU1 is now the drinks button. We rip that off, and now we can do PLU2 for food. Again, same sequence, 300 subtotal. We then press the PLU we want to program, in this case number 2. We then enter the wording of food using the keys with the letters on the top left corner. So we press F, then O, then D. We then press the X time button to finish that line, and cash to finalise. You'll now see that food is programmed on PLU button 2. We'll now show you how to program the receipt header on your 380M cash register. We're going to use the shop name of Shop ABC as our example, and we're going to put that on the first line of the receipt. There are 6 lines available for receipt header programming. These would incorporate typically your address, phone number, ABN, and the words tax invoice. So let's begin. We first make sure the key is in the program position. We then enter receipt header programming mode by entering 700 on the keypad and pressing subtotal. To program line 1, or the top line of your receipt header message, you press the numerical button 1. You then press the X time button. You'll notice it says logo line 1 on the customer display. If you were programming line 2, of course that will be 2x time, for line 3, 3x time, etc., right down to line 6. We can now enter the words Shop ABC for line 1. Again, using the letters in the top left corner of our buttons, we enter Shop ABC. Starting with S, and then H, then O, and then P, and then we can press space button, and then the letters A, the letters B, the letters C. Just to confirm, space was entered by pressing the 00. We can then press the subtotal button to finish and cash to finalise our programming. You will notice you get a confirmation out of the receipt printer saying line 1 on our preamble, which is also called the receipt header, is Shop space ABC. We're now going to see how to allocate a preset price to one of our PLU department categories here on the right hand side. This can assist you with quick operation. For example, if you have a cafe, you might have a cappuccino here for $3.50 and so forth. So on department 1, we're going to preset that price for $4. On department 2, PLU2, we're going to preset that price for $10. For First thing we need to do is turn the key around to the program position. We then enter PLU price mode by pressing 200, 200, and then the subtotal button. We then press the button we'd like to change the price for, which is here, PLU 1, which is drinks. We would like to make that $4. We simply enter 400 and press the X time button. At the same time, we can change Department 2 to be a preset price of $10. Now on PLU Department 2, to change the price to $10, again we simply press 2. It tells us we're on the food category. We enter in $10 like so and press X time. We then press cash to finalise our price programming. You will notice a confirmation printout again from our printer telling us that on PLU 1 is $4 and PLU 2 is $10.